Dude, like I was like 86, 87 kilos, and he was like 51. You know?
Yeah.
And I was just like, I just couldn't keep up, dude. His planche and his strength is through the freaking roof.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it went really well. I came in second place.
Second place?
Yeah, in Moscow. Eryc Ortiz beat me.
Oh, Eryc Ortiz beat you.
Eryc Ortiz beat me twice.
Twice?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Eryc Ortiz is a beast, man.
Oh, yeah,
Same
dude.
situation with Saul Spartan.
Yeah.
Oh, listen to him. Oh my God. Oh.
Yeah, he beat me in Paris also.
At Paris?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
But even at the same time, you get like, I mean, I will never, dude, Eryc is an amazing calisthenic athlete.
Yeah.
He is one of the best that's ever to compete in calisthenics, and probably will always be one of the best that will ever compete. But, dude, like I was like 86, 87 kilos, and he was like 51. You know?
Yeah.
And I was just like, I just couldn't keep up, dude. His planche and his strength is through the freaking roof.
Yeah. So,
oh, the guy's a freaking robot.
man, so that early already Ortiz from the bat, it was a straight beast.
Straight, yeah.
Oh my God. All right. So that at what time that was in Moscow?
Moscow, 2014.
2014. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So how many titles you got? I forgot to look.
As the in the WCO, I am 3-time middleweight world champ.
Okay.
So I have 3 middleweight titles with the WCO. I came in second place in the Federation's World Championship in 2014. I competed in the Federation's Super Finals in Norway.
Norway
in 2014. I came in second place in the Battle of Paris. I beat Andre La Rosa.
Andre La Rosa? Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Oof. What kind of battle was for you? Was it easy? What kind of lifting was?
No, I was out of shape, and I think that the only reason why I won that battle was because I had a little bit more elements at the time.
Okay.
So I was doing flips and all that other stuff, where La Rosa
statics
was just like all statics,
yeah,
all
all
statics,
statics.
you know, which is statics are freaking like untouchable. You know, the guy's a freaking animal.
Yeah. Oh.
But yeah, those are my wins. I have 3 titles with the WCO, but I've also won, I think, about 5 other battle of the bars with the WCO.
So you never crossed to be in part with King of Bar?
I have never competed for King of the Bar.
They never reached out to.
I wanted to. I know Dennis, but I just recently, this last year, 2019, I went to FIBO, and that's the first time that I had ever been to FIBO.
Oh yeah. That was the first time you went to FIBO.
I've been competing and been in calisthenics for 6-7 years now, but just this last year is the first time I've ever been to FIBO.
Or it was a random thing to do? Or
last year I did the Tatted tour, which I went through 8 countries throughout Europe, teaching handstands and planche and front lever.
Okay.
So when I was out there in Europe, I was there in Germany during the...
so at the same time there was the FIBO.
FIBO. And I went to be a part of Escape Fitness. So they had a booth, which is an awesome company coming out of Europe.
That's nice. So, but did you watch a little bit of a King of the Bar, like to see what's going on with this?
This last year,
there's no.
Oh,
King
I was
of
gonna
Bar.
say there is no more. I went and
more.
saw World of Bar Heroes.
Yeah.
Which was really good. It was a good competition.
Yeah.
I used to watch King of the Bar.
Yeah.
Because the people that are competing in that were all my competitors. You know, these are the people that I was like competing against. Sensei from Bar Sparta won 1 year.
Yeah.
And I beat Sensei for my 3rd title at the WCO.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that was my like. I'm watching these guys because I'm seeing what they're doing and everything because it's the people that I was competing against at the time.
Oh, okay. So there was not at the time you were the only guy from the state traveling for those competitions.
No, there was
Overseas?
there was other people that were. And when I went to Moscow, I went with a guy named Ish. He was from New York.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't really. Or I haven't really seen him posting or being, But he was really awesome. Did really really well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know because the way I see it, because back then when I fell in love with freestyle because I saw everybody start to do freestyle, so I started to do freestyle. I looked up to all the videos, competition, yours, the one King of the Bar, and overseas, but all the video most of the time from overseas, I would never saw any American on it. I was like, huh. Or maybe I didn't know one of
Which
them.
one was the American? Yeah,
definitely. Exactly.
Yeah, there was a few other people, and then there was people competing and traveling before me. So Juan from Bar Stars.
Yeah, Bar Stars.
Yeah, he was competing. There was a few, and I think from the East Coast.
Yeah, for the East Coast, I know.
From the East Coast, they were traveling.
Yeah, I understand that for the East Coast, I saw some few traveling for things like that. Buster, I know, but I don't know Buster as a athlete competing. I know Buster about showing the
team, team presence.
Exactly,
definitely.
team presence. That's what I saw. Okay, so I listened, going back a little bit to how you grew your style in calisthenics. You were not always great. You tried to do some muscle up and fell off on your face.
Yes. The first time I tried to do a muscle up 360, I honestly don't really know what happened. I just I kind of just chucked it, and I was in the sand. I landed, everyone was like, dude, you're right, bro. You kind of fell on your head. And I was like, no, I'm good. But what happened? And they're like, I don't know, dude. It looked weird. You just kind of threw yourself on the floor.
But that's the way you work out your moves is outside. There's no inside gymnastic style because you're outside. It is the sand is really something you can help to do.
Definitely. In the beginning, it was right in the beginning when I first started, it was purely the beach. And with the sand, it worked okay, But as I started getting more and more brazen with my moves, I guess I had to go to a gymnastic hall.
Oh, you went to?
Yeah, gymnastic hall or a parkour gym.
Okay.
So that I can get onto the foam pit.
Okay.
So that I can just start throwing bigger moves.
Oh, the more you talk about it, yeah, I think I remember because I used to see all your feed. Your clips going to my feed now. I don't know why. Maybe you post less, or I click somewhere else.
I haven't been posting.
Oh, so maybe that's why. But I was seeing sometimes you would try to do some move in the gymnastic, like I don't know, the how do you call that, the gienger, the
gienger, yeah.
The gienger.
Yeah.
You're the first one I saw really that was your style move. Like I never see nobody would do that move before you, who were doing so easy. Like you would do some random move and then for out of the blue you doing it. Oh, in betweens, like nothing in it. Some people would wait for some move and that's the big move, but for you that's not anymore a big move. That's just a part to the movement you're doing to reach to a new kind of style.
Yeah, man. Once I got the gienger, it was really cool. I learned that from some parkour guys.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Pasha.
Okay, so it was not even from another freestyler you saw do the gienger. You was, oh, okay, I need to do that too.
Yeah. It was parkour. It was a guy named Pasha and Jason Paul.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, two very big parkour guys.
So they were playing also in the bar. You saw them.
I was at a parkour gym. Okay. And they were on the bar doing some stuff over the foam pit. Okay. And then they threw a gienger, and I was like, "What was that, dude? How did you do that?" And then they were like, "Oh yeah, dude, I gotta show you." And they showed me some tips, and I tried it. I couldn't do it, But they were like, look, try this, try, you know, like progressions. And then I stuck to it, and then the next thing I got it. And then, I added it to my calisthenic flow real quick. Real quick. I needed it so bad once I saw it. Once I just saw it, I was like, oh, yeah, I need to be able to do that.
So you saw nobody do that? I'm not going to say nobody do it, but...
No, a lot of people do it now.
No, a lot of people now, but before you started to do it, before that, you never saw nobody else try to pull that move.
Not in calisthenics.
Not in calisthenics.
Not in calisthenics.
And now you started doing it. Like, you shock a lot of people every time you're doing it. Like, oh, what the fuck is that new move? I need to do that move, man. You just killed my routine with this. There's nothing else I can compete with this now.
Yeah. Once I started doing gingers and then I started doing it in competition, yeah, people were like, dude, I want to know how to do that.
Is there any move you would love to do? Or
720.
720?
Yeah. Because when I was competing, I was training for the 720, and I was getting my hands on the bar, and this was 2-3 years ago. So and then I stopped training for it, and I stopped training altogether, and I hurt my neck and everything now. So it's like, I really wish I would have been able to get that 720. So if I'm able to come back from this neck injury, then that's something that I'm going to train for is my 720.
720.
I'm sure that by the time I'm training for it, people will be doing, 1080s and 1080 to 1080 to 900 to 720. I'm like, what the heck? Something insane.
It seems for me, for now, the spinning is not going away.
No,
it's not going away.
It's going to get more intense.
Because in New York, people, they like freestyle. But some people are like, yo, this is becoming like too much gymnastic. They say it's cool, but now it's becoming too much gymnastic.
Yeah.
What do you feel in general about people like saying that the mix? Because before it was really static and a couple movement like clapping and the thing like that.
Yeah.
And we have the big move, and you would see some spinning, but not that much. Now people put like a style, like if it doesn't have a routine with the spinning, it's not a good freestyle.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is that I feel like I can understand when people are like, oh, it's getting so much like gymnastics because the flow is getting longer, right? It used to be a lot more of like power move, thing like that.
Yeah.
But the reason why I feel it's going that way is because it makes it more difficult. And the sport is elevating and it's getting more difficult and it's getting different and stronger.
Yeah.
So the thing is that when we were starting to compete in calisthenics in a freestyle way, this is the way that it was, the level of difficulty. And now it's being lifted to, right, like breakdancing, right? Breakdancing back in the day used to be more power move, this, that, little footwork, flow. But now it's like power move, it's like, it's flare, it's air flare, it's a one-arm flare, and it's like, because the flow of it just makes it more difficult to be able to do a power move into another power move, into another power move, makes it to show that you're that powerful, right?
Yeah.
So I do understand that, like, how I can see that people are making the connection that just because the flow is getting longer, but I don't think that it's getting like gymnastics because it's so... Gymnastics is so structured.
Yes.
And they're structured to keep it the way that it is.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Like you have to wear these clothes and blah, 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 blah. Like the rules is like a book.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Which have rules in there that don't make any sense.
Yeah. Like
right?
You have to do a routine and not try to change the routine. It's the perfection of the routine. You have to
like if you do this move, you have to have your routine written.
Yes. Yeah.
And if you do your first move second and your second move first, like out of order, even though they were perfect, they'll deduct points.
Yeah.
And it's like, it don't make no damn sense. The guy still did a perfect routine.
Yeah.
But the thing is that since calisthenics doesn't have that, and our element is freestyle.
Freestyle.
Right? Like our whole freestyle is like, what's different?